and welcome. If this seems familiar to you, then you've seen my full rundown of what the Gamechanger audio pedals can do on the example of the auto delay. So you might already have heard some sounds. Now we're going to go into more sounds. Obviously, before it can be on the screen, it's got to be unboxed, and that's what that looks like.
Wanna bathe in your ocean, I wanna dive in your sea. I can't tell love from devotion when you stand so close to me. Tell me the secret of your eternal beauty, wanna know your potion. I wanna bathe in your sea, I wanna dive in your ocean.
Okay, let's wet your whistle with a couple of product shots and some sounds. And off we go. I'm not going to explain how this thing works. There's a full video explaining this so that I don't have to do it three times. Okay? I will explain some steps, but if you got any questions, watch my first video that guides you through everything. I'm going to start with sounds without the auto. So we have an offsetting for the ping pong, which will make it pretty much mono. Even though if you look on the table, I'm going into this pedal mono, stereo out into the Enigmatic by Universal Audio, and then stereo into the X4 by Universal Audio. That way we have an easy, very good sounding stereo rig. Clean. So for now, you just ignore the little knobs, okay? They're gonna be in the middle, the little in the middle. You're looking at level, repeat, tone, and time. That's all you're doing. It's a pretty straightforward delay with mix, feedback, time, and tone. By switching this to in, I am saying how much input I'm putting into the delay with the level knob. Okay, with wet, it is how much wet delay do I have, but there's always the full dry signal. And with mix, I can go full wet or full dry. This Henry's guitar, by the way, from Prague, from the Czech Republic, is $699. And it's a pretty nice specimen of its kind. I mean, look, locking tuners, roasted neck, sounds like a pretty damn cool Stratola, and is aged. I mean, it's not custom shop aged, but it's pretty neat. More on those later. can get the speed by holding this and playing actually. And all of a sudden we got very nice. Push both of them, both foot switches down, and you got tap tempo or play tempo. 50. I guess that's spread. We'll go to analog. Nice. I mean, it's a digital emulation of an analog signal, but it's very dull, like it should be. And tape. I'm having fun, which is really what this is all about. Let's stay on tape and let's go to some of the recommended settings. Patch ideas. Dynamic send. Okay, easy. I'll first of all teach it how loud my guitar is. I need a different, so let's stay in the setting here. And I'll midly strum, not lightly, but also not hard. Hold the left button down. Okay, we can see where my threshold is right now. I would be going above that. So I will patch from the dynamics to level. Very important, we'll turn auto on, so it actually does something. I'm going to take the level all the way down and pretty much mostly up on the little one, which now means I got no level when I play, but when I cross the threshold, it will, with this fast thing, jump plus whatever the little one is. So it'll add the little one to the big one. A little bit more threshold, so it really only comes when I dig in. That's already pretty damn cool, right? Right. I could have it ramp up, and I could, of course, change the behavior of the ramp by having this and then changing this, but let's not really get into this too much. So let's see if ramping up works. So we don't have this immediate, whoa, and there's a lot of level. It goes there gradually. What else do they have? Swell repeats. Okay. We're going to take the dynamics with the rise, I assume, into the repeats, which are all the way down and then all the way up. So we have a drastic change. We'll also take the dynamics into tone. which will be darker once I cross the threshold. It's pretty bright, right? And then once I cross the threshold, it'll get darker. Okay, interesting. Ah, that swell shows that it comes up, but it's very dark delays. Okay, this looks interesting. It's called Gate Wow. Let me set this up. I have a feeling that those will already be enough to make you understand what's going on. I'm taking pitch into time. That's already going to be crazy. This means anything below my center. This means anything below my center pitch will be affected. But let's set a center pitch by holding down on. I always take the A. We take this all the way down. No, it's volts per octave. So that means it's a less volts per octave. That's about centered. And it goes down. Okay. We'd have to be on external mode. I get now that something is happening. I don't understand why dynamics is the external, because I haven't patched that anywhere. I thought I had it. I thought I understood it. And I don't. We're moving on because I don't know what's going on, but that's cool. So now it should be set up so that I can have darker or brighter timbres, which control my wet-dry. Because you can see the level is actually completely at 0. However, we're still hearing something. Above, below, we'll see what happens. Now we're clearly here, right? So it's really moving that level knob back and forth between completely dry and completely wet. It's working! Okay, growling slapback. I'll be right back. Okay, let's look at what I've done there. By the way, on the last one, it wasn't doing that dry, wet, tone follow thing because it was still on external, so it was ducking or not ducking. But you know what? It still did a thing and it was cool. And sometimes that's probably happens when you work with this thing. You don't know what you're doing, but cool is cool. So I messed it up. I'm back to some now. We have the pitch tracking, should still be on our A. Going to time. No, nothing is going to time. Nothing is going to time that makes sense. It's a slapback, of course. Pitch tracking is going to our feedback, which will be increased. Pitch tracking is also going to tone, which will be increased. And dynamics will be going to level, which will be slightly increased. What? What? That's the tone knob doing its thing. This is really cool. Now, the last thing is ridiculous. It says, use the auto splitter to automate time with combined voltages from dynamics in rise mode and pitch in octave. Yeah, okay. We'll do this. Apparently, we can use this splitter, which comes with each one, to combine voltages. Gimmer of pedal top. So we're taking dynamics and pitch tracking both into this thing. And then we take an output. Let's take this one. Into time, which should be a shit on. And both of them should do time from 0 to all the way. This goes middle. Okay, we got a voltage per octave mode now. We have a rise parameter for dynamics. Where are we with dynamically? Okay, that's the auto delay from Gamechanger Audio. Crazy shit that's usable in almost no situation, and then crazy shit that's very usable in many situations, and then really cool shit where you play low notes and they're dry, you play high notes and they are delayed. There is so much you can do. Some of it very useful, some of it creatively inspiring, some of it total garbage. It'll be a while till you tame this. Having it in a studio while working on an album could be mind-blowing. There are more. There's a reverb and a chorus, which I shall now tackle. Those will be separate videos. Please watch them, and links below. Please use them if you want to buy an auto delay or auto chorus or auto reverb from Gamechanger Audio. And as always, we put animals at the end.